Suddenlink, in partnership with Dave Campbell's Texas Football, believe in great connectivity and supporting each community it serves, and that's why we've teamed up for the second consecutive year to present the Dave Campbell's Community Connection school program presented by Suddenlink. This fall, 10 schools will be spotlighted, and at the end of the season, communities will rally the vote to get their team to the top, to be named the Community Connection School of the Year, and a chance to receive a $2,500 donation thanks to the support of Suddenlink. Today, we are proud to spotlight our Community Connection School of the Week, Prosper High School, and the recipient of our Community Connector Award, Eric Manto. Eric has been selected to receive this nomination for all of his hard work, dedication, and service to the Prosper community. Joining us to celebrate Eric, we have the Prosper ISD Superintendent, Dr. Holly Ferguson. We have Athletic Director for Prosper ISD, Valerie Little. Assistant Athletic Director for Prosper ISD, Michael Sane. We have the Principal of Prosper High School, John Burdett. The Head Coach of the Eagles, Brandon Schmidt. And on behalf of Suddenlink, Regional Vice President at Altice USA, Mike Petty. And Community Engagement Specialist at Suddenlink, Kurt Allison. Now, Eric, I'm going to start with you, star of the hour. You've been a member of the Prosper community going on 20 years. I want to hear a little bit about what your reaction was when you heard that you were named the Community Connector Award recipient. And tell us just what motivates you to give back to the Prosper community and what Prosper means to you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Again, it's very humbling to get an award like this. I'm not one that likes to be out in front of the camera. I'm usually behind a microphone announcing something. And certainly in our almost 20 years here, our philosophy, my wife included, I wish she could have been here today, but we've always believed in kind of leading from the front, if you will, and we didn't jump into the community and expect everybody else to raise our three boys. We wanted to make sure we were a part of that whole process, and part of that means volunteering for events, volunteering to be a part of homecomings and football games and scouting events, etc. And my talent sometimes happens to be just being behind a microphone and speaking and doing it clearly and concisely. So that's where I kind of landed years and years ago. And then when the announcer for the Prosper Eagles had to move away, one of our local football coaches saw to me and said, "Hey, Mr. Manto does our Little League games. He'd probably be good at the high school level." So there we go. I jumped into that role, and they haven't been able to pry me out of the booth since.
And Coach Schmidt, again, you got the voice of the Eagles here in Eric. Just tell us a little bit what Eric means to the program. And again, you hear his voice every Friday night. Just tell us what he means to the community and the Eagles football team.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, just to have somebody in the community, somebody supporting us that is so just outgoing and into what we're doing for the kids. He's such a huge part of that. You know, he had he had his kids graduate from Prosper High School. I was fortunate to coach his youngest son. And really him and his son, they share that same just outgoing, boisterous, energetic personality, and the love that he shows for the kids that go to Prosper High School. It just means the world as far as making this such a positive experience for our student athletes at Prosper High School.
And Valerie, we were talking earlier this past week about the slogan at Prosper. We are Prosper, we are one. Tell us a little bit about what that slogan means to you guys and what it means to have folks like Eric so involved in Prosper Athletics and supporting back to the community in which you guys serve.
Sure. So that slogan is very important to us, Rob, and especially more so this year as we open our second high school. It's important that we just remind everyone that we are still one community. It doesn't matter how many high schools we have. We all still get behind our kids. We support our kids. We have the same philosophy. And that's one great thing about Eric is he is that familiarity. So when the Rock Hill Blue Hawks play in our stadium, they still hear the voice of Prosper. Used to be the voice of the Eagles. Now it's the voice of Prosper. And so I think that's good for us to keep that consistency in the community. It is someone that they know. It's someone that they're used to hearing. And like you saw in his bio, Rob, the amount of community service and time that he has given to the town of Prosper, it's unbelievable.
Now, I want to bounce this next question to Mike and Kurt from Suddenlink. You know, this is the second year of our partnership with you guys, and I'm just interested to hear, why was it so important for Suddenlink to partner with Dave Campbell's Texas Football to spotlight Texas high school communities all across the state? And how special is it to see you guys be here to recognize a school like Prosper, a community in which you serve each and every day, receive a recognition like this? Kurt, I'll start with you.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm just excited to be a part. I mean, Prosper is an important area for us, and there's no better way than to support the city than to supporting its students. And so we're excited. The team I got behind last year won this thing, and I am hopeful for Prosper for you guys to win it again. We can make this happen. The voting isn't ready to start yet, but when it is, you'll be hearing from me. I'll be emailing the principal. I'll be remind everyone to vote, to go on to Texas Football and vote, because I want to back a winner. And I think Prosper is a winner. You've already started with a great season, and I can't help but to look forward to supporting our Prosper Eagles. Mike can tell you more of the important stuff. I'm just the sizzle because Well, for nearly 60 years, Dave Campbell's Texas Football has been the leader and authority in all things football to millions of fans across the Lone Star State. At Suddenlink's core, we believe in investing in the communities we serve. We're proud of the fine work the administration, staff, teachers, and volunteers like Eric are doing for the students and athletes. Eric, I understand the important role you play in announcing games. I volunteer as well for our high school and do spotting and stats that feed the announcer that brings it all to life. So thank you for all you do and for your community, and congratulations.
And Kurt, I think you might win the award for most spirit on this call. I mean, you are decked out in gear. I love it.
That's right. Got Eagles.
I love it. Well, Dr. Ferguson, I want to bounce this next question to you. What does it mean to have partners like Suddenlink who are committed to recognizing the community efforts from folks like Eric, not only at Prosper, but across Texas?
Well, just the community connection and sponsors like Suddenlink who step up to the plate because there is a greater purpose in what they're doing. So it may be a bunch of adults in this call right now, but what Suddenlink is doing is they're reaching all the way down to our students, which is why we love to have partners, because they understand the impact, the importance, especially of our student athletes, and really highlighting everything that really makes a program like Prosper High School so exceptional and such a standout. Because as we continue to say in Prosper, it's about the moments and really creating those memories for our kids. And Suddenlink is a huge contributor to those memories and those moments for these kiddos.
And Principal Burdett, I kind of want to bounce a similar question to you. Again, about the incredible and rich tradition that Prosper has. What does it mean to you to see folks like Suddenlink step up to the plate to honor their communities, again, not only at Prosper, but across the state?
Well, because Suddenlink is entrenched in our community, it goes back to what Coach Little talked about with we are Prosper and we're one. That doesn't just include the school system. It includes everything about the school system. And that includes our neighbors to our right and to our left. And Suddenlink is stepping up to the plate, like Dr. Ferguson said, and just partnering with us because we want everything always to filter back down to our kids and have a positive impact on our kids. And that's one thing we love about the partnership with Suddenlink, and also why this gentleman right behind me is the best candidate for this award. So we're going to pull for him because he's all about our kids. He's there all the time for our kids, just like Suddenlink is, and we appreciate the support that Suddenlink has given to us. So thank you.
And we're appreciative as well. And Eric, again, it's really our honor to be able to recognize you for all of your efforts that you've put forth in the community and your dedication to Prosper ISD athletics and their students. So I'm going to give you the final words. Do you have any final words for the folks at Suddenlink?
Well, Suddenlink, I really appreciate you all stepping up and doing these things for our kids, because really at the end of the day, we don't invest in our students, invest in our children, it really will make no difference going forward. And being able to be a small part of that on Friday nights or whatever events there are for me to participate and bring a little bit of joy and excitement to the event, it's really, I can't think of anything more fun to do. Now that my own children are grown and gone, I've got to adopt, 10,000 Prosper kids. So I'm here to, how many is it? 19,000. Thank you very much. I knew it was some number that I couldn't. Yeah. I'm here for the kids to have fun and to make it all kind of just a little bit more special if we can.
Well, on behalf of Dave Campbell's Texas Football and Suddenlink, congratulations again to Prosper High School for being named our Community Connection School of the Week, and to Eric for receiving our Community Connector Award. Eric, in honor of this recognition, Suddenlink will be making a $250 donation to the Prosper Education Foundation in your name. So we just want to thank you and for everything that you do for your school and your local community. Prosper High School is now one of 10 schools in the running for the Community Connection School of the Year Award and a chance to receive a $2,500 donation for their school. Voting will take place at the end of the year on texasfootball.com, and Eagle fans, it will be up to you to rally the vote to lift Prosper to the top. Thank you again to Dr. Ferguson, Principal Burdett, Coach Little, Coach Sane, Coach Schmidt for joining us here to recognize Eric. And last but not least, thank you, Mike, Kurt, and the team at Suddenlink for your support of the Community Connector School program.